Yeah, we're going to move on to Nayan's second favorite franchise, Avatar. I just saw The Fly again. I'll do my best to ignore this one. All right, so we're going to move on to the Avatar franchise. Avatar 2, it made $1 gazillion again. I don't know how it did it.
Is it 2.1 or 2.2?
It's near, I think it's like 2.29.
Right.
So it'll hit 2.3 by the end of its run.
Yeah.
Third movie to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. These movies have a global attraction. I don't know why they get so much money. They're good, but
I can understand the first one because it's so revolutionary. Maybe the second one as well. I can somewhat understand because it's been like 12, 13 years. Since the release and that huge technological advancement. But I guess Avatar 3 will be the real test because that all just slims down. It's just more of the same.
Exactly, yeah. But at this point, I don't think Disney can say really no to anything James Cameron really requests.
Yeah.
Because he just brings in, he's just a moneymaker for them.
I mean, 2 films, that's almost $5 billion.
Yeah.
In total.
But we've had a new report come out regarding Avatar 3. There's no title for that just yet. But the new report it suggests, and it's rumored, that Avatar 3, it will be a theatrical release in its theatrical cut form, but later on released as a 9-hour Disney Plus limited series. Because we heard the report about a couple months ago that there was the Avatar 3 cut was 9 hours.
Yeah.
And James Cameron wanted all of the VFX done before cutting it.
Yeah.
And so you could just see Disney pushing this towards a limited series. So, yeah, a couple questions with this one again. Do you agree with that the visual effects should be all done before cutting it? And would you like to see an Avatar 3 limited series released on Disney Plus after the theatrical cut of Avatar 3 releases? It's like the director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answer to your first question is yes. I mean, if you're going to make a film, make it.
Yeah.
To its completion.
Mm-hmm.
James Cameron definitely has that pull power. 100% has that pull power to dictate what he wants.
Yeah.
This is his vision at the end of the day. This is literally his franchise that he's created many moons ago. So I feel that the studio should give him justice to let him, complete the film in its entirety.
Yeah.
And then from there he can chop and choose what scenes to use and whatnot.
Yeah.
In terms of it being a Disney Plus series, I mean, this whole entire, not Avengers, Avatar
just my own company.
Because we're, let's be real, and we're sponsored by Odd Company, unofficially.
Yeah. We're going to get that partnership.
Yeah.
One day.
I really hope someone from Odd Company listens to us, but they probably won't because of how chaotic our show is. Anyway, in regards to it being a short series, I still think in my mind, and I know that you've said this countless times as well, James, is that Avatar is made for the cinema, the big screen.
Yeah.
It's just not the same on a smaller screen.
Yeah.
I mean, same can be said for Top Gun Maverick as well.
Yeah.
So I think that rule applies here as well. Like, yes, obviously James Cameron.
Too many Jameses.
Yeah. James, I got 3 on my mind right now because you're James as well.
Yeah.
James Cameron, obviously he wants to get his vision out, but you can't expect people to sit in the cinema for 9 hours. That's just that's unrealistic and uneconomical as well.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of the Disney Plus series, it's probably the best way to see his full vision.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, if he's releasing the theatrical cut, and then we see that, and then X amount of months later, he releases this 9-hour cut on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that's fine. But if I was releasing simultaneously, I'd be like, nah.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
I was like, nah. You need to let one to breathe, and if you're gonna let one to breathe, you push that series back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I would watch it very slowly.
Yeah.
Very slowly, but yeah, I think if we want to get the full vision of James Cameron in this Avatar universe, I think that this is the most feasible way to do it.
Yeah, I'm mostly interested in because there's obviously Avatar 4 and 5 on the release slate now. They release every 2 years, from 22. So if there's a 9-hour cut here, are we gonna have is it the same issue with Avatar 4 and 5? Like, why can't this movie just be cut into Avatar 3, 4, and 5? If it needs to be in there, and it feels like James Cameron, based on these reports, that he needs to have that in the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know James Cameron enough that he is a supporter of the theatrical release. He's a fan of the cinema and the big screen and whatnot. And so I think he would only allow this to happen. And mark my words, when I say allow, I mean allow. If he said no, Disney would just back off. Like, they would trust his vision. So if he's allowing this, if this is going to become a real thing, then he wants that vision to be out there. He wants people to see it. I don't see people seeing it. And I feel like you would absolutely milk the franchise to death if you did this.
Yeah.
Like you just said before about Avatar 1, on a technological standpoint, it changed everything. Everyone was interested. And then the second one, to a degree, did the same thing. And so the third one will be a test in time, because the advancement in terms of its visual effects and technology will be much more limited than what we've had. So, yeah, I mean, and then you have a series with it. It's like the MCU again.
Yeah.
It's like everything that we get in this life now
needs to have a spin-off or something.
And a series. I'm over it, and I couldn't imagine a casual audience sitting down and watching 9 hours of this on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
No one has that time these days. Yeah. So I do not want to see this on Disney Plus. It is not for the small screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like, those kind of movies like, Dunkirk, Top Gun Maverick, 1917. I've seen them on the small screen, and they're good movies. They're great movies, but they're not, they don't feel or hit the same as they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that James Cameron can cut this down. I'm 50-50. I want to see his vision, but I don't want to see this on a small screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
would you sit 9 hours in a cinema to watch it if you had like 3 intermission breaks?
I thought you were going to say all at once. Oh, that's a whole day, right? I don't know if I could do that. Is it releasing simultaneously with Avatar 3?
Sure.
Oof. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'd want to do it. I probably would do it because, I love movies and I'm on Let's Be Real and with Movie Gang, so I'd watch it for that kind of sake. But nothing brings me happiness of sitting in a movie theater for 9 hours in a day. And then, yeah. Could you do it?
No. Not for Avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, we did it for Lord of the Rings.
We did do it, yeah.
And that's because it's a franchise that I really love.
That's a trilogy as well. That's like different movies. It's not just one 9-hour cut of Return of the King, for instance.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd either have to be pissed or something.
Or like drunk or like pissed off. Oh, right.
Sorry, Kiwi slang here. Yeah. I need to have a decent amount of drinks in me before I go there, and drinks obviously throughout. If I were to suffer through 9 hours of Avatar. But yeah.
Suffer, you mean get pleasure from?
Only visually.
That's all that matters. Yeah. I need something. If it released later down the line and say Avatar 3 is like a masterpiece, like really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, let's say it's like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like a Top Gun Maverick, Mad Max, Fury Road, Revenant kind of movie.
Yeah.
Then I'll sit through 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But
not simultaneously.
Yeah, but if it's like Avatar 2, which I do really love that movie, I could not do 9 hours of it. I don't need 9 hours of swimming with whales and clapping or whatever they do, jumping around.
Getting eaten by a whale.
Yeah, and like bonding with it like inside its mouth. Tolkien writer. Okay, yeah, but I think that sums up our feelings about Avatar 3 and a Disney Plus series regarding that pretty nicely.